And Justin Fields, I do believe he was balling, man. And I think he's going to continue to get better once he gets a little more confidence, get his sea legs under him, being able to produce on the court, on the field. The man is about to ball out. So I can't wait for Justin Fields to get out there and do his thug thizzle. Malik Willis had a good first drive, man. He had a good first drive. Led the team to a touchdown. Ended it with a read option, to the end zone, to a left run to the end zone for like 4 or 5 yards. He showed some flashes in college, man, of how talented he can be. They got some weapons now with DeAndre Hopkins. Personally, I think he's more talented than Ryan Tannehill, but Ryan Tannehill is the incumbent starter. He's been there and he's produced. They've got won playoff games with Ryan Tannehill. So, I think Malik Willis has a chance to take the job, but he's got to take it. They're not going to give him that job because Ryan Tannehill has put out some good production, and Vrabel is comfortable with putting him out there. That I think Malik Willis has a chance to go after Ryan Tannehill, but Ryan Tannehill has to be overtaken by Malik Willis. There's no way just because you were drafted in, I believe, the 3rd round, they're just going to give it to you. You're going to have to show your worth as a quarterback, and if you can read the defenses, get to the second and third reads, scan the field. They don't. Last year they tried to just cut the field in half for you and only have you reading one half of the field. But obviously, with the advanced defenses and the speed at the corner and the linebacker and the safety positions, expect also at the speed on the line, you just reading half of the field is basically handcuffing the coordinator from being able to open up his playbook and allow you to flourish. You got to read defenses. That's bottom line. You got to be able to get past the first and the second level and take the top off the defense. You're going to have to be able to read and get the intermediate throws. You're going to have to be able to check it down. You're going to have to be able to get everybody into the right play at the huddle. You got to recognize the protections. You're going to have to do all of that as a quarterback. They're not just going to be able to baby you throughout your entire career unless you have otherworldly talent. And Malik Willis is not Lamar Jackson. The guy can move, but he ain't Lamar Jackson. He ain't Jalen Hurts. Ain't Justin Fields. He's not a person with mad wheels as a quarterback. And he doesn't have the big arm like Lamar and a big arm like Herbert and Lawrence and Allen and Mahomes. You don't got that. So you're going to have to be able to be a lot more precision-oriented. You're going to have to be able to read the defenses better. You're going to have to be able to make plays and basically command the offense way better than what you've done last year. And today was a step in the right direction. He had a really good first drive. He had a really good second drive. Will Levis is going to press him a little bit. I think Will Levis is a lot more, how they say, name than game, right? Lot more flash than substance. But maybe Malik Willis might be the same thing. That's why I think he has the opportunity. He's going to go in, I believe, as a number 2 quarterback. But with them probably opening up the offense to him, especially if Ryan Tannehill is not going to be able to get DeAndre Hopkins the football. So, but I think those 2 games right there, those 2 quarterbacks, were doing a really good job. I'm really high on Justin Fields. I believe he's going to ball out this year. That NFC North is going to be a weird division to call. I think it's Minnesota's to lose, but Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. But they do got Jay Jettas, so maybe that really don't matter about how volatile, as far as in big time, high leverage moments, Kirk Cousins can be. But that division is open, man. The Lions are coming for it. And they have given Justin Fields the talent to take that division. We're just going to have to see if he can do it. I'm really interested to see if that happens. Really, really interested. Last thing I wanted to touch on, man. Team USA. They did not have Luka out there to really test their mettle. But this team is going to be an interesting team because they move the basketball very well. They seem to like each other. They seem to play well with each other. They play really fast. when Tyrese Halliburton gets on the court, man, the pace of the game changes. Like Jalen Brunson is a leader. He's a hard-nosed type of basketball player, attacks the paint, runs the offense, but he's not like the best playmaker. He's not like a playmaker by nature. He is a combo guard, like a lead guard, but he's not like a playmaker by nature, right? So the offense doesn't exactly move the same way when Tyrese is out there. When Tyrese is out there, they're humming up and down the court, making plays, moving the basketball. Once they get the ball off the rim, it's gone. And you add him with Austin Reeves, who is a ball mover, as what they like to say, connective piece, a connective type player. Man, that puts you in a different position, a different stratosphere as far as that team is concerned, because the shots come easier. Guys are more open. They're going to be lacking in size, so when they play Spain, that's going to be interesting. It'll be nice to see what they could do against, the Greek team, but obviously Giannis is not playing. And they're going to have their hands full against France, man. Wembanyama, if they let him play, adding with Rudy Gobert. Now, Rudy Gobert is not going to be killing you on offense or anything like that, but Rudy Gobert is going to be able to lock down the paint defensively, really going to be able to clog it. And with them doing so, it's going to be really interesting to see how Team USA deals with that. But with the youthful legs that we have in Team USA, I do believe that they have a really good shot at gold. Tomorrow's game against Spain is going to be a real telling to see how quickly they've gelled, how good that they can, move the basketball and make plays and play for each other, and also lock down defensively, because they're going to have to start dealing with once they have some guys who really can get in really with in the paint, as far as like a lot bruising type of players, then that's going to be really tough to see if we're really ready to do it. I love Paolo Banchero. That's a wild card for the team. Him being able to play the 4 and the 5 spot, especially the 5, him as mobile and quick as he is and as strong as he is, being able to handle some of the bigger players, that's going to be an advantage. Our one weakness, and it seems to be the USA's weakness every single international tournament, is consistency in shooting. We have Austin Reeves. We have Cameron Johnson. That's it. Like, Bridges, he can make threes. Anthony Edwards can make threes. Jalen Brunson can make threes. Brandon Ingram can make threes. Hell, Paolo Banchero and Jaren Jackson Jr. can make threes. Josh Hart is really like a streaky shooter. But we do not have pure shooting. So teams are going to pack the paint. Teams are going to play zones. There's no illegal defenses in FIBA. So teams are going to pack the paint against us and stop us from trying to drive and get to the bucket. And with that being said, we are going to have to knock down shots. That means Bobby Portis is going to have to knock down shots and draw the big man out of the paint. Austin Reeves and Cameron Johnson are going to have to be knocked down shooters for us once FIBA tournament kicks in. Brandon Ingram's going to have to knock down shots. Anthony Edwards is going to have to knock down shots. But our guys who are supposed to be shooters, which is Austin Reeves and Cameron Johnson, those two guys are going to have to be knocked down shooters for us. They're going to have to be guys where when things are bogged down for the team, Steve Kerr can insert those two dudes, be able to spread the floor, and be comfortable and can count on them to actually knock down threes. I think that they'll be able to do that. I think that those two dudes are going to be those type of X factors along with Paolo, because Paolo's going to be out there straight up wild card. There's not going to be very many guys who can check him in the international play just because of how fast he is, how big he is, and how skilled he is. And then they all play defense. They're all playing not lights out defense yet because, they're still getting used to each other and getting used to each other's tendencies, but they're all playing very hard defensively and talking a lot out there. So this team is going to be interesting. I know Gil, I'm sorry for everybody, that's Gilbert Arenas. I know Gil out there was like, this team is trash. Say we gave him an F team and we have players that wanted to play, i.e. Trae Young. I agree. Trae Young probably should have been on the team. However, they have guys who are out there who can play defense. And it's not that Trae can't play defense, because he can. It's just that his size puts him at such a disadvantage that teams in international play are going to try to bully him. So unless we had our other stars out there, that's when you add a guy like Trey. A guy like Trey can play the Halliburton role when you have Curry and Booker and Lillard, or well, you can't have all them, but you have Booker, Anthony Edwards, guys like Zach LaVine. When you have the bigger guards, you know what I mean? When we get our bigger guards out there, having a guy like Trey Young will be perfect for that team, because then he'll be able to get guys in spots that they're most comfortable in. He can stretch the floor because he is a knockdown shooter. Now, he doesn't always put the percentages out there he needs to because he's a volume shooter as the star. But give him good looks like some of these other dudes be getting, especially in this tournaments right now. I see from Team USA, they're getting really good looks. He's knocking those down with ease and regularity. He's got the same type of stroke, not on the level of Steph Curry, but he's in that type of vein, right? He's not close, I'm not saying that, but he's in that vein where he's a knockdown shooter. Now, I would love to see him out there in a shooting contest with Steph, but we'll see. But that's all my thoughts for tonight, man. I just wanted to touch on those three things. Like me and my boy, Mr. It Is True Now, have been saying, we're going to do our best to put as much content out there as on a regular basis as we can. Whenever we can get together, we're going to get together and hit y'all with the fireness. Shoot the shit, talk reality, talk sports, talk politics, talk whatever's on our mind, relationships, whatever. Hit me up on Instagram at MacTime24. Hit me up on Twitter, Mama Mentality Smitty. Hit me up on X, Mama Mentality Smitty. Hit me with questions, topics y'all want us to discuss. Anything that y'all can think of, I'm ready to put it out there, ready to discuss it. And, I wanted y'all to share in this experience with us. We're going to get better at this every time, every show. We get better. I get better. He gets better. And we're going to try to keep putting out that content for y'all, man. I want to thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. I don't even know. Is it tweet? Is it retweet? Is it still tweet? Is it Z? I'm not saying that. Repost stuff on Twitter. Quote tweet us on Twitter. Follow me. Follow my man, Mr. It Is True Now. Like I said, like and subscribe to our show, man. The more engagement y'all give us, the more shows we can give us, the better we can get at it, and we can build this community together, right? Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a great night.